Carmen. And wow, I haven't filmed in forever, so this is gonna be like awkward, kind of. I don't even know what I'm gonna say, honestly. I just wanted to kind of say what's been going on and any deaths that I've had, any new pets that I've had. So it's kind of hard to say where I was when I last filmed. So I don't remember like who has been gone since then or who I've gained since then. So I guess I'm just gonna try my best to figure that out. So let's just get started. So this might sound awful for people who don't like own pets and know what it's like, but if you're a pet owner, you have like a certain pet that you connect with more than others. I don't know if that makes sense whatsoever. So I'm gonna go with like the most hurtful death that I think I ever could have had, and it was my rat Daisy. She was my heart rat, so I don't know if you guys own rats or know what that is, but pretty much usually if you own like a group of rats, there's usually one rat that just stands out and like melts your heart no matter what they do. And mine was Daisy, and of course she was the first rat that I've ever had to lose. I've never lost a pet rat before, and of course it had to be my heart rat, which sounds awful to say, but if you're like a pet owner and you own a lot of pets, you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, so I guess I'm gonna start with my deaths first. I don't know if I already said that or not, but here's a picture of Daisy just to show you who she was if you don't remember. The next pet that I lost was another rat of mine. Daisy died of old age, by the way. She was getting really old. She was getting skinny, just slowed her down. So she just died of old age, sadly. But the other rat that I had that passed away was Paisley, and she actually had a seizure. So I came home from my dad's, because I go there every other weekend, and I came home and I was just checking all my pets like normal, and I saw that Paisley was on the bottom of the cage. So I have like two levels, like here's the top level and then here's the bottom level. She was in the bottom level, just in a corner, just kind of like laying there, and she looked dead. My heart stopped, and I picked her up, and I noticed she wasn't dead, but I noticed that her eye was like popping out, which sounds weird, but like it's kind of like if you ever seen a rat boggle, it's kind of like that, but only on the one eye, and it was stuck like that. And she kept like doing flips. Like I would just hold her and she would just keep flipping and flipping and flipping. So we took her to the vet right away, and they said that she most likely had a seizure. There's nothing I could have done about it because it was most likely in her brain, and it was slowing her down. She wasn't ever going to be a normal rat again or anything like that, so we had to make the hard decision of putting her to sleep. I know it was the best choice for her because, oh my god, there's a fly and I thought it was a spider. Oh my god. And then my cat is trying to get it now. Sorry. my god, did you see that? Yeah, that's that fly. So we had to make the hard decision of putting her to sleep, but I know it was the right decision because that's not a life for a rat. If you own rats or you even know of rats, you know that they're playful, they're crazy, they're literally like toddlers. So they just get into trouble and they're so playful and they're literally like toddlers. So her just having to sit there and do flips, and I had to hand feed her and hand give her water. I don't know how you would say that, but I knew that wasn't a life for a rat, so we had to put her to sleep. The next pet that I have lost was my hamster Fiona. I never really had a bond with her. She was really mean. She bit me all the time. She never let anyone even touch her. So I never really had a connection with her, but obviously it was still sad when she passed because, you know, she's my pet. So I don't really know what she died from. I think she was like a year and a half, 2 years old. So I don't know if she just died from old age because they can live to like 2 to 3 years. So I don't really know for sure what she died from, but she did die in her sleep peacefully, which is always a plus when that happens. And yeah, so that was the next pet that I lost. Okay, and the very last pet that I've lost since now, well, anyways, was one of my female mice named Voyager. She was the cutest little thing. She was super fat, and she died of old age because I got her from a friend, and she was kind of already old when they got her, and then I had her for a pretty long time too. So I know she just died from old age because, for one, she was old. For two, she was starting to get skinny, starting to slow down. That's a big sign of old age. And she passed away peacefully in her sleep as well. So that was the last pet that I lost. Thankfully, it hasn't been any more than that. And I know it seems like a lot, but if you really think about it, I got most of these pets around the same time, and they all have about the same lifespan. So them dying of old age altogether, it hits me hard because it's just like one right after the other. But it's also like my fault for getting them all at the same like time period, or around the same time period when they all have the same lifespan. So it's nothing that I personally did to make them die or anything. I don't know. It's just they all died of old age, and I couldn't stop it. So let me show you a clip of Voyager, or a picture of Voyager, so you know who she is if you don't remember. Okay, and I guess we'll just start with my new additions, I guess. So I'm trying to think of who I got first and how this all happened. Okay, so the two I guess, oldest ones that I got, like the ones that I got first, were 2 female mice, and I put them with Doreen and Voyager. So it was just like a little group of 4 in a 40-gallon breeder tank, and it was going great and everything. And then unfortunately Voyager passed away, and that started a fight between them all, so I had to remove Doreen and put her in her own tank or cage or whatever. So Doreen's in a 20-gallon long right now, and my 2 newbies, which is Frankie and Ellie, are in the 40-gallon breeder all by themselves, so lucky them. Okay, so those were the first 2 newbies, and I'll show you pictures of them right now. Okay, and then the next newbie that I got was a feeder mouse. So I got this feeder mouse from a local pet store, and they sold live feeders, which suck, but I did get her to put in with Doreen because she's just a baby, like she's itty bitty. Of course she's been fine without her mother. Like I wouldn't take her if she was too young to go away from her mother. But I was hoping, since she was a baby, that they wouldn't fight or anything. So I put her in with Doreen, and Doreen is just a brat. Like she does not... Voyager must have been the only mouse that she liked, which I don't understand, because she was fine when Voyager and then Frankie and Ellie were all in the cage together, but as soon as Voyager died, she didn't want to be with anyone else. Voyager wasn't even like the alpha or anything, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I did get a new female little mouse to put in with Doreen, and that didn't work out, so I tried to put her in with Frankie and Ellie, and they were leaving bite marks on her, so I had to take her out immediately because that wasn't gonna work. And she's just like this cutest little like thing. She's so sweet. She never tried to fight back or anything, so I didn't like how they were like biting her to where it left marks and she was bleeding. So I had to take her out, and she's in a 10-gallon right now, which I hate. So I'm gonna try and like switch some things up so she can get into a bigger tank. But as of right now, she's in a 10-gallon. She has her large wheel that she loves to run on. She's got hides and as much stuff that I could get in there for her. And she's just living her best life right now. So that was the 3rd new addition, I guess. Okay. Okay, and I also got, I'm sorry, I keep saying okay, but when I got my newbie, I never told you her name. Her name is Gidget, and this is all from the TV show Wentworth. It's an Australian female prison show. I don't know, I've always liked that show, so all their names came from that. So my little newbie female mouse is named Gidget. And then when I got Gidget, I also got 2 Nerite snails, because I have these plants that I got, but I don't want to put them in like with my betas, because I don't have any lights on my betta tanks, and lights are like way too expensive, and it's not like a necessity. So I have this little tank with a light on it, but the light is too small to put on any of the other tanks. So I have this just one like container that all my plants are in with the light and everything, because I kill plants right away just because I don't have lighting in my tanks. So if I wanted to keep these plants alive, because I got them from my grandma, so because her betta sadly passed away, so I got these plants and I like didn't want them to die, so they're in their own little tank now. But I wanted to get the nearite snails so I could put them in there with them, just so that like their waste could help the plants thrive, I guess. I don't really know. I'm not a plant person, but I did want snails for the longest time, so I figured let's just get snails that flies back. Oh my god. So I just decided let's get snails to put it in that tank and just see how it goes, because I'm hoping that the snail's waste will help the plants thrive, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, I got 2 nearite snails. They both look different, and I'll show pictures of them right now. I currently don't have names for them, so leave name suggestions down below. I don't care if they're girl names, boy names, a mixture of both. I don't really care. Just leave whatever you think their name should be down below. So here are pictures of them right now. And my last addition to my little mini zoo is a male betta. So he does have a story. I was not planning on getting him at all, but me and my stepsister went to Meijer because she wanted to get a betta fish, and I know a lot of people have mixed emotions on buying bettas or fish from Walmart, Meijer, or anything like that, and I will make a whole separate video on my opinion on buying feeder pets and bettas or fish from Walmart and Meijer. I'll make a whole separate video on that if you guys want me to. I do have stuff to say about it, so I don't really know what to say. If you want to see that video, just tell me down below and I'll make it. I'll probably make it anyways, even if no one comments, because I don't know. So I'm getting off topic. Anyways, we went to Meijer so she can get a betta fish, and I think I still have pictures of all the fish. It was awful. Absolutely awful. All their tanks, you couldn't even see the fish. They were in like little cups, you know, and their water was so disgusting and cloudy and just gross that you couldn't even see the fish. So she picked out one of the worst ones that she could possibly find, whether it had like fin rot or it was just swimming weirdly, it was bloated, literally anything. She tried to pick the worst one that she possibly could find to help bring it like back to life. And even if it did, oh my god, I can't talk. Even if it didn't live long, she still wanted to give it a good rest of its life, I guess. So she picked out a betta, and then she was like, you should get one too. And I was like, I know, I'm like really thinking about it. So I texted my mom. She was like, you should get a betta, like just rescue it, like get it. I was like, okay. So we walked around for a little bit, and then I decided, okay, I'll get one to help rescue. So I tried to pick out another one of the really bad ones, and that's where I got my little boy. So his name is Archie from the show Riverdale, which I thought was so cute because he's like a red beta. So I thought Archie, you know, like redhead, I don't know. So I thought it fit him, and I set up his tank, and it looks really good. He looks really good. So when he was in the tank, he was like, you know how betas like swim straight or whatever? He was like that, and that's just how he swam. It was weird. So I didn't know what was wrong with him. I had no idea. So I decided to get him. He was beautiful. His tail is a little, I don't know, like nipped up. I don't know if he like ate it because it doesn't really look like fin rot. So I'm guessing he like attacked his own tail. Maybe when he was seeing another beta and flared and then like attacked his own tail. So anyways, this is a picture of Archie, and that was his... Sorry, this is really shaky, but I wanted to have a disclaimer in here. So Archie's water is brown just because he has a driftwood log in there. So that's making the water brown. It's not dirty, it was just cleaned. And that driftwood always makes the water brown, which sucks, but it's also just a natural thing. It's not harming him in any way whatsoever. And there's my cat. So yeah, I just wanted to put that disclaimer in there. Also, I don't have a picture of my other snail, but get out of the way. I don't have a picture of my other snail, but they do look different. So just comment 2 different names below, please. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment name suggestions down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!
It ain't my fault.